Professor Meena, Dr. Shiv Shankar, dear Atul, Professor Tuli, senior members of the Indian Orthopedic Association, my dear postgraduate students, orthopedic surgeons from all over the country, ladies and gentlemen. It is customary to say that it's my pleasure and privilege to be here to deliver this prestigious oration of our association. For this, I thank profusely Professor R.C. Meena to invite me to deliver this lecture, and I am also thankful to Dr. Shiv Shankar and Dr. Atul for granting their assent for me to deliver this lecture this afternoon. Friends, whatever I have achieved in my life, I attribute it to God, God Almighty. And I'm a strong believer that destiny prevails. I'm writing a book about my career and also about the great destiny. Whatever you do, it always prevails. I'm a strong supporter of that because throughout my life, I have seen all these things happening and occurring under the various circumstances. What we have never thought of has occurred. What we never thought of has not occurred. Now, I was tussling in my mind as what should I speak to in this diamond. Most of you know, I would like to appraise the postgraduate students sitting on the back benches that I have been interested in this great bone for the last 5 decades. I joined as a lecturer in Pondicherry, Jipmer in 1968, and it was from 1970 till date that I am working on this wonder bone called fibula. Ladies and gentlemen, in those days, we never used to have vascularized fibula. We never used to have mega prosthesis. We never used to have any such thing except the great bone fibula, which I picked up from the dustbin. Fibula was thrown into the dustbin because it is a cortical bone. It becomes a sequestrum. It doesn't work. Well, I had no choice because there were lots of poor patients coming to me in Jipmer, and I had no idea as what should I do. So I thought I should improve the working of the fibular, non-vascularized fibular graft. What I'm talking this afternoon is non-vascularized fibular graft, and vascularized fibular graft came in 1975 by Taylor of Australia, who first coined the term vascularized fibular graft. But because majority of the patients, Mr. President, were poor, I continued my work, and it goes like this. Well, non-vascularized fibular grafts have been used sporadically for the last 100 years, beginning of the last century. These did not enjoy good reputation as the vascularized fibular graft, but vascularized fibular grafts also have their problems and complications, including at the donor site, because it takes a long time. It's a tedious procedure. And in most of the general hospital, if you want to do a vascularized fibular graft, the next day the medical superintendent will not allow you to enter the theater because it takes up to 25 hours reported in the literature. Well, this is what I said about Taylor of Australia. He coined this in 75. Of course, a lot of work has been done earlier, but unfortunately, it could not come to the literature. My working age dates back 68 or rather 70, bridging in bone after excision of the bone tumors. Bone tumor is a subject which is usually not liked by most of the orthopedic surgeons. And there were no surgeons in orthopedic surgery at that time. So I being in JIPMER and treating free, it was a government organization, most of the patients, so I scratched my head and I thought, what should I do about fibula? The metallic things and other things were not available in those days. So I thought on many nights as how to improve. The concept was conceived to improve the viability, the quality of these non-vascularized fibular graft. And I thought there is one publication in the literature by Mr. Ray in 1972. He said that if you take the periosteum with the fibular graft, the surface cells, osteoblasts and osteocytes, they survive. And these grafts become viable. I am not saying vascular. Please try to differentiate between these two words. Vascularity is different than viability. What I am saying this afternoon is the viability of these graft is enhanced when these struts are taken from the leg and transported immediately at the host site. Immediately at the host site, not to keep them on sister's trolley or in saline in a kidney tray, then it dies. Prepare your host site and take it from the leg and put it into the blood. The graft gets oxygenated, gets its nutrition from the blood, and these osteocytes and osteoblasts, they survive and enhance the quality of these so-called non-vascularized fibular grafts. I hope the point is well taken. So that increases the quality of these grafts. Then the quantity of these grafts. Second point, quantity is by double struts or by triple struts at certain places. So quality and quantity is enhanced. So we have done it after tumor excision, post-infective bone loss, post-traumatic bone loss, and recently our paper has been published in Journal of Bone Joint Surgery in 2019, that biological nail as fibula, as late as 2019, strengthening the major bones. If there are weak bones like simple bone tumors, you can insert a fibula, avoiding a pathological fracture. Very important. Congenital pseudarthrosis of tibia, also we have used maternal fibular grafts. So there are so many objectives. A problem can be solved in many ways, but one has to choose a procedure. One has to choose a procedure which is demanded, required for the patient you are examining and the circumstances under which you are working. We have tried to coin our innovations. We have about 5 to 6 innovations published in Journal of Bone Joint Surgery, and not to follow any foreigner blindly. Youngsters sitting at the back, please note, don't quote that so-and-so has said. So-and-so is not God. So-and-so has one brain and we also have one brain. If we think it over, the answer will follow. These are the fibulae we have used in various configurations, single, double, at various places. These are old statistics. Now we have got about 800 to 900 fibular, non-vascularized fibular grafts. This was my first case in JIPMER Pondicherry That's why it's in black and white in those days, 1972. I didn't use any implant because implants were not common in those days. I just introduced the bone ends into the host site and applied a spica. These were the tumor cases which we had done in Maulana Azad Medical College. I was there for about 10 years as director, professor, and head of the orthopedics in MAMC. That these patients came on one day. Another giant cell tumor of the size of the human head in 3 patients in one day. It was rather a compulsion for me because I never knew how to refer a case to somebody. If a case is referred, I have to do it. I have to find out my own ways and means to find out how a case of chondrosarcoma. This is chondrosarcoma. Double fibular graft, Ram Singh. These were the double fibulae. What is the implant? 2 K-wires, 2 small K-wires. Viability. And look at that. The pelvis is thoroughly reconstructed. Even a lady is there, the delivery is not a problem. The pelvis is reconstructed like anything. Another case of chondrosarcoma. We have a huge excised specimen, double fibula, and the man stands. Another lady, giant cell tumor, a huge joint cell tumor of the ileum, being excised, double fibular grafts. There you are, two small K-wires. It is biology. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to convey that technology, the high technology advocated by the West is good for computer and telephones. But in human beings, we have to go a step further, and that is biology. We cannot get satisfied by only technology. We should advocate biology. And ladies and gentlemen, if biology can be obtained by simple means, we must not follow so and so from United States or UK or Japan. We must not, because we cannot afford to. India cannot afford to. India cannot. This is one follow-up, and this is a second follow-up of the same lady. This is a girl from Srinagar, giant cell tumor. We excised, wanted to retain the head. This is the double fibula, head double, very clear picture. This is the one. Look at the, people say that fibula undergoes degeneration. There are stress fractures, there are pathological fractures. No, if you remove the fibula and transplant it immediately into at the host site, nothing happens. This is enhancing. You see, we have coined a term in double fibula, and for the first time, which has been published in JBJS, that is lateral union. Lateral union was never known earlier. You see the lateral union? Previously, the graft would unite from the host graft junction, but now these grafts, they hypertrophy and they unite. This was published in JBJS American in 1990, double fibular graft with as an original procedure. Giant cell tumor, I have plenty of them. Nerve, sciatic nerve, plate. We used an L plate at the hip and at the knee with definite advantages, which I'll tell you. This lady came to me with a recurrence. This was the cement. I removed that double fibular graft with a plate, L plate, straightened, obtuse angle. She had an implant on the plate. You see this? Leftover was there. It was excised X-ray, and the same lady with the excision of the implant on the plate. Giant cell tumor, L plate. The advantage of L plate at the knee and hip is that although it stabilizes the twin graft, but does not come in contact with the graft. And the graft has got the ability to hypertrophy all around, and the plate does not touch the graft. That is the, you see, people say that it will go in for fracture. Hardly any shortening, and plate has been removed, and because of the twin fibular grafts and lateral union has taken place. Another case of sarcoma, double fibular graft. Look at the hypertrophy. This hypertrophy speaks of biology. And this biology speaks of immediate grafting of the youngsters who are interested in non-vascularized fibular grafts. They must learn that they implant these struts immediately after it is taken from the leg. This was a malunited giant cell tumor. So we did it in 2 stages. Once excised, lengthened, L plate, and united. This is another case. There are lots of cases. You see this? These are the various configurations which we have used. You see the osteosarcoma, the girl died. We had post-mortem specimen. Look at the evidence of lateral union between the 2 struts. This paper was also published in Orthopedics International Edition in 1995. ABC as a fibula, as filler. After curettage, you fill it up and look at the regeneration and the hypertrophy. Avoids pathological fracture. This is the specimen. This was the specimen of this girl. If need be, you can sacrifice the lateral popliteal nerve. I put the knife on the lateral popliteal nerve because if you can save the limb in osteosarcoma, then you can create a foot drop and treat a foot drop subsequently. It is not my view, it is an international view. Previously, we used to put these grafts with K-wires, but lately we coined as, this is 40 years follow-up of a joint cell tumor of the proximal end of the tibia, which has united like this, and this is the lady. She came to tell कि sir आपने 40 साल पहले किया था. Adamantinoma tibia, adamantinoma, and you see a special feature here that the grafted fibular graft has become hypertrophied and the medialized fibula is not so hypertrophied. These are all the cases at ankle which we have used various configuration with screws and triple fibula. This was the girl with giant cell tumor, distal tibia. This is our construct, medialization of the distal part of the fibula and turning of the proximal end of the fibula down, making both the malleoli and the girl. Now, this is an important message for the people, that there is a crack which cannot be realized on an MRI, and there is a recurrence here. So these tumors must be excised. An ordinary bone cyst operated 5 times. And this you see, there is nothing left in it except we excised it, double fibular graft, and look at the outcome. GCT, giant cell tumors, done the final function. Giant cell tumor from Bangladesh, Komila. This man was operated in Bangladesh. He came to Maulana Azad Medical College. It looks too flimsy. A single bone forearm. Look at the function with finger straight and wrist closed. This is a 28 years follow-up of the same boy. He was a young boy at that time. This is 28 years follow-up. That is the X-ray, single bone forearm, and this is the function. He was very grateful. 28 years. Generally, people say the results are lost with time. The results have not. This is a giant cell tumor, a huge one. One can confuse it with a abscess. 1.5 bone was excised, single bone forearm. Look at the function. First follow-up, second follow-up. I don't have to say anything about it. This also is called giant cell tumor. These are our patients. You will never ever see such patients in foreign countries because they don't allow, but these are our patients and we have to treat these patients. We cannot get away that you go to hell. No. Where shall we send it? Who will accept it? And one more important thing is that they don't accept an amputation at any cost. Doctor, if you want to do amputation, I will go away. So, but we excised it, but she never came for a follow-up. I don't know the reasons. This is one of my failures. A young girl who had a giant cell tumor, I wanted to excise it. But she literally caught my hand and she says, doctor, curate it, because some people had advised curettage. And I did curettage as much as I could do, filled it, it recurred. I did again excised it, put a fibular graft from here to here up to the neck. This is neck of the radius. This is fibular graft. It recurred, and with this recurrence, she had pulmonary metastasis in giant cell tumor, and she expired in 8 months. She died. This is ulna, lower, and I used to do angiogram sometimes. This is giant cell tumor of L5, L4. I excised it, put a fibular graft. This is the CT scan, and these are the fibular struts and the lady stents. Clavicle, ABC, huge ABC, double fibular graft, and all right. These are the complications that the plate gets exposed. One is to do a graft of the medial head of the gastrocnemius, a standard procedure by which you can close your wound. Now, one would like to ask the audience, what you will do in this child? Is it Elizero? Is it any other technique? What you will do with this? He came to me in Maulana Azad Medical College, and I had to scratch my head, but the fibula was always there with me. Fibula has never deceived me. Look at that, double fibular graft with K-wire, united, and look at the function. The flexion and the extension at the elbow. This boy came to me in Pondicherry. I think there was one more picture. Piche hai. This boy came to in Pondicherry with absolute O on the left thigh. This is the right thigh. I removed all this and put a maternal fibular graft, because child's fibula was not as strong as it could be. It was maternal fibular graft. And ladies and gentlemen, I like your attention here. The lower end of the fibula is flared with the epiphysis and looks like femur. This happens. This has happened. Look at that. 18 years follow-up from Pondicherry. I requested one of my social workers to go to this boy's house and look at that. This is maternal fibula. This is another one, non-union, single bone forearm and fibula function. Chronic osteomyelitis with huge hypertrophy of the ulna. Removed it, because if you close one cloaca, the other comes up. So removed it, put a fibular graft, and look at the function. The same thing comes there. Another non-union, double fibula, and look at the outcome. If you use it immediately, it never goes in for degenerative process described earlier in the literature. ये सब देख लीजिए. The slides are three girls with short arm. This girl had this one, this girl had this one, this girl had this one. We applied a fixator, lengthening, double fibula. Fixator, lengthening, the same forearm, the same arm became like this, put double fibula, and you can never ever say that it was a double fibula. Look at the length gained, but you have to, challenges are opportunities for you to solve it. You should get challenges for you to solve it. Ye bhi ho gaya. This did not unite at one of the ends and needed a simple cancellous grafting. A man from Srinagar had osteomyelitis, medialization, Huntington procedure, and this man goes like this. Traumatic loss of bone, 8 inches loss of the distal femur, a veterinary doctor, double fibula, and he is now pulling on with 3 inches shortening. Biological nail in heavily osteoporotic bones with non-union, gap non-union, what should you do? Just insert fibula into the bone, a bone into the bone, a very biological procedure. Look at that. It was pendulum going on, united. Look at that. Distal femur circumferential loss. Ladies and gentlemen, God is not only great, God is very great. Through this small tag, the artery, vein, and the nerve was going. Circumferential cut, lateral side, anterior side, medial side. This was the X-ray. One would ask, what procedure can you do with this severe osteoporosis and a bone loss at the tibia? This was the picture. We did a full thickness grafting, full thickness skin grafting, and inserted a fibula. You can see the sign of the fibula, and it hypertrophied. And this man, I was in USA. Somebody, the PG student was standing there. And when I was delivering the talk on fibula at about 7 a.m., and one of the PGs asked the other PG, what do you think this boy must be doing? The other boy replied that he must have become a beggar. That is the change in the outlook of the various people in India and foreign countries. I wanted this boy to correct his Aquinas. He never agreed. He said, sir, I am satisfied. This was the man operated from Madhya Pradesh, operated 4 times. Nail plate, infected, removed. Nail plate, infected, removed. The lateral side of the thigh was almost like Rana Sanga after 4 surgeries. And we operated him, put a single fibula and a small double fibula. Look at the union. The only disadvantage of this procedure is that it is simple. The only disadvantage is that it is a simple and biological procedure, for which I don't care. If I can achieve biology without obtaining high technology, India does not need that. India needs biology. See this? This man, very interesting. I think you will permit me a few minutes, sir. This was the man from Delhi. He came to Mirpur. He had bilateral symmetrical fractures of the distal femur, and an interlocking nail was done. But you see here, he had severe pain in the knee because the nail had migrated into the joint. Fracture has not united. The fracture had not united, and that nail had migrated into the joint, and there was severe pain on both sides. So, ladies and gentlemen, we thought of what we should do. We removed the nail, intercondylar hole, removed the nail and put in a fibula. intramedullary nail. And you see here the fibular strut, and it united, and the knee was freed. This is again osteoporosis, oblique fracture, fibula into the femur, forecortical fixation with screws. This is ABC throughout. To protect a pathological fracture in such a case, we inserted a fibula and the bone did not break. This was a lady from Bangladesh again who had a ABC. Look at the ABC presentation, and fibula is being inserted into the. This paper also, as a biological nail fibula, was published from JBJS in 2019, as late as 2019. In neck of the femur, double fibular grafts. The simplest method should be preferred as long as it gives fair chance of achieving union. This has been the consensus throughout the world. So if Dr. Yadav is saying this word this afternoon in Jaipur, it should not be taken as abnormal. Simplicity. Now another challenge. A man with neuropathic ankle had an ulcer down there, and look at the excavation into the bone. I will draw your attention here. Excavation. And I put in a fibula through this excavation from the sole, pushed it down there. It arthrodized both the joints and the ulcer had healed. So you can use this bone when you are in trouble. This is back cystic lesion, congenital. Same thing was done. This was the deformity. Fibula was put in, and arthrodesis was attached. Another patient who had neuropathic joint, this fibula was put. This was little long, which we cut later. This is a very severe condition, congenital pseudarthrosis tibia. I will not take much of your time. This is the procedure which we had coined. Opened this, put it back, and close it like a lid, and it unites. Because time will not permit me to go into the details. This was a second case in the world. Bilateral congenital pseudarthrosis of tibia. She is daughter of one of my acquaintances, bilateral. She had been operated 12 times before she came to me, because I was quite junior at that time. 12 times it has been operated in Delhi, and finally she came to me in Pondicherry. I did. And this lady is now 51. Time will not permit me to go into the details. She is 42 and now she is 51, and this is on both sides. A rare case of bilateral congenital pseudarthrosis of tibia. This is the last slide, I think. Congenital pseudarthrosis of the radius, mother's fibula, and the boy is fine. You look at the postgraduate student should see why it should be rated as congenital pseudarthrosis. There are congenital folds on the skin where pseudarthrosis has taken place. A new concept is not accepted easily. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember those days when I coined the term fibular graft, non-vascularized. अगर भीड़ है और चाय पीने का मन कर रहा है, तो एक आदमी ने पूछा, मैंने सुना अपने कान से, नेक्स्ट क्या है, कौन बोल रहा है? He said यादव का है. वो तो अरे चलो चाय पी के आते हैं, वो तो फिबुला पे बोलेगा. This is how I was greeted. So a new concept is not easily accepted. Audience usually averse, at times against. Persistence of good technique succeeds. Publication in 90, kidney oration. I was president Indian Orthopedic Association in 1992. Hence, my kidney oration was in 1993 at Bhopal. And it's my proud privilege to say this afternoon that Dr. Senior M. Natarajan, father of Mile Natarajan, which you know, he traveled from Madras to Bhopal and he said, Yadav, he was much senior to me. He was like my teacher. He traveled from the, and he said, I have come to listen to your lecture. And ladies and gentlemen, on the dais, he came and he said, Dr. Yadav should be labeled as fibula man.